Hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. My name is Reese. I'm here with Tyler,
Hello, everybody.
and I'm also here with Chester.
Hello again.
This is the podcast where we yap and f about. I've been told not to swear.
Has it reached 30 seconds yet?
It's 30
no,
seconds.
no, we're
Can I
20
swear?
seconds in.
No. Okay, great. Anyway, so we got a few topics to talk about today, and I hope you enjoy, listen, and let us know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or whatever.
Boys, you think we can ignore the Champions League and Carabao Cup, please?
Nope. Let's get right into that. Liverpool. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Oh,
about it.
God.
So, I have no problems with Liverpool. But let's talk about Champions League. Um,
Do
it
we
was
have to though?
we do. So, and you're taking over actually. So lead the conversation.
I've got to take over.
You're taking over. Lead the
All right,
conversation.
all right. Sounds. So Champions League happened. Liverpool versus PSG, and Liverpool got absolutely robbed by the referee. It was the worst refereeing game I've ever seen. There's 3 penalties that should have gone to Liverpool that didn't go. PSG scored an offside goal, which never got given as offside. Then it went to penalties. PSG injured 2 of our players, causing us to make substitutions we didn't want, and it just ruined the game for us. They are scams. It is. It's a disgrace. You know, it's because they're French probably. And yeah, we should have won. We should have won. But what are your thoughts on it, Chester?
It's just unlucky. It's just unlucky. That's as much as I can say on that.
Yeah, it
You-
is
you-
unlucky that the referee accepted the £10,000 bribe in it.
He's going back on the team coach.
So, I FaceTimed Tyler when he went to pens. So,
Ah,
because my ex supports PSG, and I was like, Tyler, beat him, right? And no, PSG won, so she got the
you know
final
what?
laugh.
I think I blame you, Reese. I reckon if you didn't FaceTime me, we would have won that penalty shootout.
Can't blame me.
Yeah, because I've noticed something. When I watch a game with Liverpool with either you or Lewis, Liverpool don't win. I think I watched the United game with you and it was a
Why?
2-2 draw. The last Liverpool game I watched with Lewis, we won 3-0. But then the 4 before that, they beat us.
What he's saying is, it's not the player's fault. It's mine and Lewis's fault.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Great.
think that's I reckon if I was to watch a game with Chester, we'd win every single game.
All right. So
Is that what we're
we
thinking? Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
we could say that for the PSG game. Let's talk about the Newcastle game then.
The two.
I weren't watching it with you.
Yeah.
Lewis weren't watching it with you. So let's talk about that, shall we? So my nan is a Newcastle fan. So I can imagine she's over the moon. And let's admit, I watched the game, even though I'm not fans of any of the teams, but I wanted Liverpool to lose for the first time. All right, I even messaged Tyler for the first time. I want Liverpool to lose because me
Which
and Nan.
I completely understood. You know, your nan supports Newcastle. Completely fine.
So I was like, Tyler, no offense to you, I want Newcastle to win. All right, thinking, do you know what? Like, I think Newcastle were going to get shafted and everything like that. But you just couldn't really tell. But at the end of the day, Newcastle came on top, and it was a Geordie celebration all across Geordie land.
Geordie land.
True. Now, but to be fair, that game, I have no complaints.
It was a good game.
Newcastle were the better team. They played us well. We like playing recently. We don't want to have possession. We want to force them to control the game. Newcastle's game plan was they just wanted duels. We weren't prepared for duels because obviously we played 2 hours worth of football not long ago against PSG. We looked exhausted. Newcastle deserved it, and you know what? I'm happy for him. It's the first trophy in 70 years.
Yeah.
Probably something
You know,
I know
ridiculous.
they also have a lot more trophies than Tottenham, so that's all right.
So you know what? I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Yunnan. They deserved it. They were better on the night. No complaints.
They were indeed.
I
Anything
mean,
else happen?
Well. There was one complaint, and that's the fact that no Liverpool player took their chances.
Did you end up sending Van Dijk up front in like the final few minutes?
No, like Van Dijk comes up for corners because he's like the tallest player on the team, one of the tallest in the Prem. He always goes up for corners because he's got a good head on him. He's really good at headers. He gives great head. I mean, he gives
hold on
great
a minute.
headers. So we always send him up, but yeah, Isaac was brilliant. I'm hoping he signs for us next season, especially since
It's
I've
just
seen news.
still
I've seen
nothing on
news which is
the
really heartbreaking. No, there's been an update with Trent.
still nothing on the Salah
Apparently
contract.
No, but I think Salah will stay. But I've seen something saying Trent has rejected a contract from Liverpool and he is set on joining Real Madrid.
Oh,
Which, if it was a different team, I can understand it. But obviously, he is a Liverpool fan. He grew up in the academy. Why would he join a team that has not only like beat us before, but has beat us in 2 separate finals and cost us the Champions League twice?
Yeah. I
But
get that.
I guess money talks. Money talks.
Money talks.
gonna show you.
Good.
Money
Good song.
talks. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh.
Right.
Sorry, Chester. What were you saying?
I'm kind of
however,
scared.
however,
Reese is such
Tyler,
a good singer.
Thank you.
No,
I know,
you-
I
there's
should be
more,
on
there's more.
stage.
you can't be upset about the 2-1 defeat to Newcastle, seeing as though you're
Oh, no, of
still
course not.
5 points clear.
5, 13 points clear.
Is it? No, I'm ready for the wrong thing. No, you're not. You're 12 points clear. Get it right.
That's same thing. Same thing.
What do you mean that's a draw?
True,
This is
true.
a draw.
You know, on other talks, Man City are like 5th. They drew to Brighton
Ooh,
like
that's
on
rough.
Saturday. I reckon they're gonna lose tomorrow. I think they're playing. I reckon they're gonna lose.
I mean, Newcastle have had a good season.
Newcastle, because they won the Carabao, I'm pretty sure Newcastle get in the Champions League or something. I don't know.
They are not in the group stage. Newcastle is
Oh.
6th right now.
But I did see something, and depending on how it goes, there could be 11 people from the Prem that get European football. And what's crazy is the top 11 will get European football, and Man United will still miss out on it.
Exactly, but Brentford won't.
Brentford will go to Europe, and United
Well,
won't.
at least United are 13th now instead of 14th. Makes a difference.
No, until give it a couple days.
You know, if we get top 10, I'll be buzzing.
Oh, and the best thing I saw is there's a guy on TikTok and he does it like simulations. It's like how many until Arsenal win the Prem, how many till City get top 3 or something. And he said every single simulation he's done, there was never a simulation where Southampton don't get relegated. They got relegated in all like 20 billion simulations.
Fucking hell.
So, do you reckon they're gonna get more points than Derby? The team that got the lowest Premier League points ever, 14. I think they're currently sitting on 9 points.
Southampton were on 9 points.
Yeah, so they've got like what nine games to get 5 points. I reckon it's gonna be close. They might actually break the record for the lowest ever points in the Prem.
Bad. Wolves, you know, got 9 points clear from. It's pretty safe to say that Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton relegation.
Yeah.
But who's coming up? I don't know.
I mean, it makes a difference. I'm surprised Everton's not down there.
True. You know, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, I don't want Everton to be relegated. But part of me does because it'd be funny as fuck. But I don't want Everton to be relegated. I like the rivalry, and it's nice having them in the Prem. You know, every now and then it's a guaranteed win and stuff.
And do you know what? I'm just looking at the Championship League, and there is a bit of a fight. So Leeds and Sheffield, both 80 points. They're looking for promotion, but Burnley is 78 points. It's like a fight for
Sunderland's only
them.
69. Like, I know
Yeah.
there's like 9-point difference from Sunderland and Burnley, but you know they
3 wins.
you never know. You never know.
I think I don't like Sunderland at all. I don't like them. I think that's because of my nan. My nan hates them.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ, Luton are 23rd. They've gone to the Prem to what looks like they're being relegated to League One.
Jesus.
I don't know how Luton got in the Prem. That's funny. Sometimes it happens.
It's going to be weird not having Norwich get promoted. I'm used to them going up, down, up, down, up, down. It's going to be weird not having them come back up next season.
To be fair, Notts are having a really good season.
To be fair, Middlesbrough, they're currently 8th. No, I swear, a couple seasons ago, they were like League 1, League 2. They were quite low. They're doing good for themselves. Honestly, I'll be shocked if Middlesbrough make it to the Prem. I reckon next season they might have a chance.
Very well could do. That's what I love about football. You just don't know what's going to happen.
It's unpredictable.
Yeah. I don't like how people have been saying that this season's Prem has been boring. Because me personally, this has been one of the most entertaining Prems in a while.
It has.
Obviously, I know, Liverpool, they basically won the league by Christmas. They've been top, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it's felt different to when, and I know I'm a Liverpool fan and it might be biased, but it's felt different to when, like, City's top of the league. It's like, oh, City have won it by Christmas. It's felt different. And the
Maybe
fact
that's
that
what it
Nottingham
is.
Forest are, like, top 4 as well is insane.
It's such a like obviously when you come to think about winning the Prem, Liverpool, City, even like United, right? You just think of the big teams, Arsenal, right, and the bottle jobs, but that's the thing, and now we have because top 4 last season was crazy.
It was.
So to have just the most random teams we'd never think about in the top 6.
I
Top
still
10
can't
even.
believe Arsenal bottled the Prem. They finished 2 points behind City. But
Yeah.
they were like so far clear.
They were. I was saying, you got Nottingham Forest 3rd. But when would you ever think of that?
It's crazy to think. 2 seasons ago, Nottingham Forest finished 16th. Last season, 17th. This season, they're 3rd.
So, and then they have Chelsea 4th. I mean, they're a decent team, just not.
It's shocking. I didn't expect Chelsea to be top 4.
And Newcastle 6th.
No, it's just Palmer, innit?
Pretty much. And Sterling.
True, but out of the last 5 games, they've only got 6 points. 1-2, lost 3.
Yeah.
They don't really have consistency. It's weird.
I mean, City is 1 point behind them.
That is true.
Something I want to talk about.
Something you want to talk about? Let's hear it.
Inside.
Oh,
Inside season 2.
Inside. What a season so far.
So, as we are recording this, it's Friday.
No, it's not. It's Saturday.
Yeah, it is. It's Saturday, isn't it? Wow.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
I had to double check then. I thought you kind of tricked me thinking it was Friday. I had to double
Right,
check.
sorry. It is Saturday. I've barely slept. And episode 6. Let's go from the start, right?
Yeah, start.
Let's go from the start. right? Straight away, Dylan getting gone.
Honestly, I kind of seen it coming, but at the
Yeah,
same time, I think he shouldn't have been the first.
he shouldn't have been the first. All right, and PK needs to go.
PK
and
does need to go.
and is it Mandy? Mandy.
Mandy was I think she's like a Love Island woman's sister or something.
No,
But she's
wasn't that someone else?
no, I think that's Mandy. I know Mandy was the oldest until like in the first 10. Mandy was the oldest.
I'm not about Mandy. I was thinking about Whitney.
Whitney needs to
Whitney.
go.
Whitney needs to
But
go.
at the same time, I don't know. Like,
Who-
yeah, it's kind of like boo Whitney, but at the same time, if you have someone that's transparent like Whitney, it might start beef, but overall, I feel like it'll make everyone closer because then they're just
Yeah,
gonna start saying stuff to people's faces. If you know what I
that's
mean.
true. That's true. There's a lot of sneaking around as well.
But now PK is. I know we said we're talking about episode 1. I'm just talking about the whole season. He has spent so much money.
Oh,
Like
he
the thing that sent me was obviously you're watching like you're watching like all of them go get cold showers and stuff. You know, they sacrifice the warm shower because it's 500 a minute, and then PK just goes,
Hey,
sneaks in, gets a hot
Thursday.
shower.
And even in this episode, he was like, "That was a cold shower. That was a cold shower." It's like,
Yeah,
what are you lying for now? Like, no need. But that's the thing as well.
oh, and they tried getting George out this episode.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they did.
spoiler warning, spoiler warning.
Spoilers. But this will be uploaded Sunday, so
if you've
if
not watched it by now, that's your own problem.
exactly. Wake up, watch it,
But
and I can't believe they did
George
Millie, man. I can't believe they did Millie dirty.
in it, and the whole reason was like, oh, did you see how well she did in the talent show? She's an actor. She's a really good liar. She's got to go. And you know what? They paid the price for it because I know for a fact, knowing Millie, she would have seen that like group feast for 50k, and she would have been like, yeah, we'll get it for free with a token. We'll treat ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, they fucked up. They done fucked up.
Honestly, they should have just. I don't know who they should have got rid of because the way they're looking at it is like, yeah, PK he might spend a lot, but you know to be fair, he is entertaining, and he is one of the smallest there. He doesn't make much money, apparently. But then they got rid of Farah. Farah's a TikTok
Like,
star. TikTok stars make nothing compared to YouTubers.
I was just about to say, it's like they kept going, who needs the money most? Who needs the money most? And then voted out the person who needed the money most. So
Innit? Oh, and
I was
they let PK take that extra 10k for himself as well.
in it. Furniture. If Farrah was there, like, I felt bad for her. I really did. She was crying so much as well. Like,
Yeah.
it was just sad to see. But
DDG, I don't like him. He's too like calm and quiet, so he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
same with George, though, innit? Same with George.
I don't know, George just seems like straight up. Like the immunity thing, I understand why he lied about. But then you have like DDG who's really calm, but then he's saying one thing, saying another, doing something else. You know what I mean?
But Sinner, I think Sinner wins. That's my thinking.
You think Sin? I mean, she does have immunity, doesn't she? The
She does.
cliffhanger, bro. She's got
Oh,
immunity, but she's got to
she's got to
eliminate
vote
someone
someone out,
there
doesn't
and
she?
then. Who do you think she's voted for? Georgia's safe. Jason's safe.
And
DDG's
I'm
safe.
thinking,
Maybe all the girls are safe. I think.
I think I think it's either Whitney or PK.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah.
can't believe they got rid of Patrice Evra. Uncle P. How could he do Uncle P
How
like
could
that?
you get rid of Uncle P? I love how the two. Who was it who voted? Wasn't it Jason and George?
Jason. and George what voted to bring Uncle P back.
Yeah.
They did. And then it was PK and DDG that voted to bring Mandy back. Not Mandy, Maya.
So
Which, you know,
I think
it is what it is.
PK is just trying to get a shag.
Oh no, 100%.
Like from the first episode, did he get married? So
He did. He got married to Maya, didn't he?
Maya, yeah.
Which,
So
makes sense why he brought her back. And obviously the
yeah,
girl. But I thought they would have kind of realised that girls are going to stick together no matter what. If you weaken the
yeah.
girls.
That's the thing, but that's the thing as well. PK, are very sly in my opinion. Just watching it, and
Oh,
obviously
100%.
my take does not. You know, I'm not bothered about celebrities or anything. I'm just watching the show, so don't get offended or anything. But
George is funny.
George is funny. I I loved it when he stuck up for Dylan. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Watching him
Uh,
pie Ethan. He might have cost him like 10k, but
The thing is, it was who's the fittest in the room.
I mean it makes sense. No,
So
it was who he fancied. And
yeah, who he
he
fancied.
pulled out
Tried-
what was it? Was it Maya or Mandy? He pulled out one of the girls, and I was like, you know what, I
Yeah.
can get behind that. And then he pied Ethan, I was like, I can get behind that too.
So
Honestly, I
Ethan's a
agree.
very sexy man.
He is,
But
especially since he lost the weight and grew the beard. Ooh,
he's a big
good looking
blow up.
man.
But as I was saying about PK, it's like yeah, it was a stronger girl side compared to the guys, and he voted off the girls to make it. Um, he
To make
voted
it
off
fair.
Mandy to make it fair, but then to bring Maya back as well. It's like he's very two-faced in this um
I
series.
didn't like the fact that he bought a chocolate bar, ate half the chocolate bar, and then put it in Mandy's locker to do her in.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like, that's just
What I don't
but
like as well, right? It's like when they buy something from the shop, it's always the people who go, no, no, we don't need it, we don't need it. But that someone else will buy it, and then the person who said they don't want it starts like taking it or eating it or something like that. So that's annoying to me anyway.
I thought George might have get voted out because like he brought up the idea of buying the Nerf guns. He bought the ball pit.
All
He
it,
bought lube.
all
So I
it was
thought
funny.
because he him trying to make it like little ice hockey thing with on the table with the lube.
Yeah, but no, I'm really enjoying it.
Honestly, it's good. It's good. I don't know how I feel about Jason. I had to watch that man miss 3 shots to get paper into a bin. I had to watch him miss it 3 times.
Shoot. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have good days. Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit. You know,
In
It's-
it.
he needs to get off higher risk, and just that's a 2K reference. He just needs to green his shots. Learn your jump shot, mate. Learn your jump shot before you go to games.
Nah, every single shot he took was clearly late.
It was slightly late, and do you know? I think the shot he did make was a white.
Honestly,
But
insane.
no,
I,
I'm really
I,
enjoying it.
yeah, I feel like, I mean, if we look at like who's got connections where and when, all the Americans I think are still gonna like stick together. So DDG, Jason, and
All the Americans are still in there.
what's the girl called? I nearly called her
Sinner.
Whitney. Sinner, that's it. It's a strange name. George
I,
and Sinner are definitely like they're close. If Millie was still there, Millie would be a part of that group, but it's unfortunate.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I woke up not too long ago, and it was like watch Inside Now. So I watched it, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just I'm there. Oh, it's my girl Millie, and everything like that. But she got voted off. I was very upset. I went, how dare they? How dare they do that? But
Spill the tea was fun though. But watching the secrets finally get spread.
yeah, I can't believe they did George dirty though.
Really?
Yeah, because they just showed him taking it. They didn't show him reading the second
Yeah,
card or like sitting there for like a couple of minutes and
to be
you
fair
know,
though, I don't think anyone really was angry about it because it didn't really get brought up. No one really said
no,
anything.
everyone
But
said they would as well.
that was the hardest temptation. The fact that he went in, he read the thing, he said no, and then Fix was like, yeah, but you've got to wait in there for 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes knowing that you could get immunity. And then, like 5 minutes in, oh, read this card. They want to vote you out. You know, he got manipulated, he got forced to sit in there for 20 minutes. I felt bad for him watching it.
I love about inside.
Showing him like sat there stressing and stuff. That was probably the
Oh,
hardest
I felt
temptation.
so bad. Like it was horrible to watch. But
I mean,
it's what we love about inside.
you know, he might have lied to it, but he didn't fully lie. He told Millie, he told Sinner. You know, I know they're like the
Yeah.
closest, but he told them too. Because obviously he didn't want to lie to them.
What does Millie call him? Mullet daddy.
Mullet daddy.
Mullet daddy. Gotta love it.
Made me miss my mullet a bit more. Made me miss my mullet more.
Honestly,
Reese,
I miss. Yes, Chester.
another show apart from Inside. Adolescence.
Never watched
Adolescence,
it.
man.
You've not watched it.
I don't,
That's
I don't understand
unbelievable.
that.
Listen, I've seen it. I've looked at it. I've seen clips of it on TikTok, and like I'm considering watching it, but that one thing that has made me go, oh, I need to watch it. That hasn't happened yet. It's not like, oh, I need to watch. It's more of a like, oh, it could be good to watch.
Oh, it
So
is
it's not
good.
like it's not like a priority to watch. I've heard the whole thing of it like being done in one take and all that doesn't really bother me, but
Go on, Reese.
I don't know.
Reese, what were your thoughts?
I loved it. The thing is, I thought it was a movie. I was trying to sleep. It was like 4 a.m. and I was trying to go to bed. Alright. And the fact when I did watch it, I saw the first episode. I was like, "What? They're gotta be like," because it's an hour long.
Yeah.
They're hour long. But I saw it and I was like, watched the first episode and I was hooked immediately.
Oh yeah. Same.
And the fact, you know, it was based on like real life, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
I think so. Anyway.
I don't like how I have the same last name as the kid.
was-
Honestly, I don't like that. I've got the same last name as the kid. I'm
But,
not gonna get done in.
You are. That's the thing. I thought it was great. The actors were great. And the thing is, like, I love Stephen Graham.
Oh yeah.
Like, he makes like amazing.
Yeah, he is fantastic.
So, I just loved it. Me.
My question is, do you think that it was him that killed her?
Well, yeah, you saw the CCTV.
Yeah, but if you think about it, was it what, episode 3? When the police were going through the school.
Yeah.
Why would that lad jump out the window and run away?
He had the knife, didn't he? It was his knife.
Yeah, but it also could have been him.
Boys, I have a
So,
question.
you
I have
never
a
know.
question.
Go on.
Before we started recording, I seen a clip. Don't know what it's from, but it kind of looked like it's from Adolescence. It was about a trans being pushed off a bridge and killed, and then they're in court, and apparently he shouldn't be charged as an adult. Is this the same show? Or was it different?
That'd be a different show.
That's a different show.
I suppose it was kind of set up the same ways from the little tiny bits of Adolescence I've seen. You know, it was like school kids and stuff, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But if that is a separate show, I might have to find it because it looks, from what I've seen of Adolescence, it looked very similar. They both look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably won't end up watching it till like I run out of things to watch.
To be fair as well, there's like so much pure emotion in adolescence. It's really, really good acting.
It is. Wasn't it like all in one take or something?
I'm not
Apparently.
I'm not sure. That's what I've heard, but I can't be too certain.
I have seen some behind the scenes footage of it, of how they've recorded it and stuff, and it does look like one take. People are saying it can't be one take because you've got a cameraman and then the camera's flying. But they just got
Yeah.
a big drone, and as the cameraman's walking, they hook it onto the camera and then just let go, all in one take. It's impressive. It's impressive. I'll probably end up
Um,
watching the behind the scenes before I watch the actual show.
No, it was good, and apparently, like I saw something like that kid, from just a random council state. I think first time acting, and yeah, he did really well.
If that is the case, he did brilliant.
He did,
It was
he did.
super good acting.
But then I saw one of the interviews. He's like rocking a chain and everything. I'm like, wow, don't.
You know, boys, talking about new stuff that's been released in that. What's your opinion on the Minecraft movie?
Rated Steve.
Watched it. I am Steve.
Chicken jockey.
Release.
Flint and
So-
steel.
Right, we've officially lost our minds.
We have. It's not out yet. It's not out yet. I'm pretty sure it releases next week, April something.
Off. 4th of
Please,
April,
right?
yeah.
Have you boys seen the action figure for the Minecraft movie? It's
Someone I
literally
went college with.
it's just Jack
So-
Black in a blue t-shirt.
Someone I went college with. The second it got released in the UK, went to the shop, bought it, did a whole unpacking, and just showed it off.
It's
And
just
it-
Jack Black in a blue shirt. There's nothing special about it.
Honestly, I might buy it and add it to my Marvel collection, my Marvel figures. Shove it in there, see if he fits in.
Oh god.
I bring a girl over and I'm like, yeah, you got Hulk, Doctor Doom, Jack Black, Wolverine. I reckon any woman sees Jack Black up there, instant like sorted.
Instant smash.
Yeah, of course.
Ouch.
But it's weird. It's weird. I thought they would have done like animation, CGI, and stuff. You know, like when we was all like 10 years old, and we watched them random like Minecraft movies that get made on YouTube. It's all animated. I thought they would have done that, but no, we've got Jack Black as Steve. When he was a child, he yearned for the mines. Insane.
For fuck's sake.
Oh. That's the thing, like.
The Nether.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I'll be real.
I'm definitely watching it. I don't know if I'll like it, but I have to watch it. From what I've seen, I have to watch it.
I just don't think it's something I'd watch, to be honest.
I don't know. You watched a FNAF movie?
Did I?
Is there a second
did?
one coming out?
There is the second one.
Because I
Yeah, you
like
watched.
I really enjoyed the first one. Like
You watched it at mine. It was a TikTok live before it got like fully released and stuff.
Shit, yeah.
yeah, no, because I'm not the type of person that sits down and watches movies, but I got hooked into that one. I quite liked it.
I don't really watch unless I'm like watching a group movie with everyone else in my house. I don't really watch movies because I only put something on to watch when I'm having something to eat.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
It's either
When I'm
yeah,
watching inside, I'm only watching it when I'm eating.
yeah. Put
When I'm watching
something on to
football,
eat or to sleep.
oh, when I'm
That's what I
putting
do with
something on to
adolescents.
sleep, if I'm putting something on to sleep, you'll never see me go Netflix or Disney or anything like that.
Has to
I'm
be
going
YouTube.
to YouTube, and I'm finding some random information,
ASMR
random
video.
animated. No, right, nah. It used to be, but no, nowadays it's a random animated video of how to build a dam. Honestly, that puts me to sleep.
I usually
Learning.
put on Hi Boy. He sends me straight to sleep for some reason.
There's one
the-
thing that sends me straight sleep.
Go on.
Family Guy.
Suppose
Yeah.
like, the video I watched last night to go to sleep, It was a 3.5 hour animated documentary about the entire history of the UK.
It's already
Jesus.
point to just the
I
title of it.
remember the first like 2 minutes of it, and it was saying the UK had a big empire. That's all I remember.
That's it.
That's all I remember from it.
Brilliant.
But no, honestly, watching YouTube to fall asleep, it is peak. And as far
Honestly.
as I know, like everyone in the house I'm with, they'll watch YouTube to fall asleep. We found that about 5 out of 6 of us will wake up in the middle of the night to a random Markiplier video.
Not
Yeah, just
not watched Markiplier in a hot minute.
Neither. I used to fall asleep to his FNAF videos, me.
All right, like don't know if you class this as an unpopular opinion, but
Probably.
Jacksepticeye, I feel like he fell off in my eyes ever since he got his was it ADHD diagnosis or something. He's just made that his entire
Some of them.
personality, and like it's just
I
always a constant running topic.
haven't watched him in a while. Honestly,
Either.
like I heard about him getting diagnosed as ADHD or autistic, but I've never watched
Yeah.
it. I watched Markiplier recently. For some reason, I'm really enjoying.
Isn't he making like a horror movie or something?
I think he's already made it. I know he's got a movie, The Iron Lung or something,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
and I know he's got like an interactive series where you can like change the story and decisions. But I've not watched Iron Lung yet. I've heard it's decent. I'll have to give it a watch. But for some reason I'm really enjoying the. I can't remember what the game's called, but I think the game's called Meter or something. It's like a game you get trapped. It's some weird lonely dude who's playing a game to have a virtual girlfriend. Gets trapped inside the game. He's trying to get killed by his virtual girlfriend. It's interesting, but I've been enjoying it. I didn't think I would. I put it on to go sleep, and I ended up not falling asleep to it. I ended up watching it, so I thought, yeah, I might as well watch the rest of it. I'm waiting for him to release part 5.
I used to love interactive movies and like stuff like where like it was your choice.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
YouTube ones did it best though,
I'm
where
gonna be
where you
honest,
click on another video.
I think these interactive like YouTube videos and stuff are the reason I enjoy Jerkmate so much. You know, getting to choose what the woman does. Honestly, I think it's all due to YouTube.
It's like my gambling addiction. Started from Black Ops 1.
Honestly, I'm telling you now that the mystery box is the reason I like gambling.
No, do you know, I've done so good not gambling. Like, I am pretty proud of
How
myself.
long's it been?
But, like,
It's been 7 hours.
no, I deleted all the apps and everything.
Nice. Good
So,
going.
like, I literally did, and I've not been out. So, I've not been able to, like, spend money
Yeah.
on like, slots or anything. Not been able to
See,
put money on blackjack. It's been really nice. I can't lie.
Reese, would you say you had a gambling problem?
Yeah.
You'd say yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, every time we were in the glass, you always went on the machines.
Because
Every time.
when I watch them, it's kind of like someone might gamble a lot, but I'd argue a gambling problem is when you're gambling money that you need. So it's like, say for me, whilst I'm at uni, I get like £50 for a shop, and I go gamble it instead. That would be a gambling problem.
That's the thing as well. Like sometimes, I did. Oh gosh, this could get me done in, but I'd have to pay my nan 40, so I'd always like keep it aside. But there'll be sometimes where I'd put it in the machine.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that's when I won, so it'd always give me nan a bit extra.
Yeah, it's because you always watched people playing, and when it didn't drop, you always went on.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Working in the pub, it just I started getting, an alcohol addiction, and I started getting my gambling addiction. I think,
You got an alcohol addiction.
No, I did. Every time I
So
was working, I'd go for a drink. Like every
I
time.
I'd say you don't have an alcohol addiction. An alcohol addiction are the guys who went to the pub and they were drinking from 9 p.m. and stayed there all day.
Yeah, that's
every day.
Yeah.
that. My question
You
is
were
like
never doing that.
the amount, like the people, the regulars in the glass who sit there from practically open till close. What the fuck do they do? How are they getting this much money for the booze?
I have no idea.
I get that the glass is
probably
piss cheap.
retirement money. It's probably like retirement. You know, £100,000 retirement money. You
Yeah.
can just sit there in the pub all day.
Yeah, I get that the glass is piss cheap, like, but fuck me.
But yeah, Reece, I'd never say you had an alcohol problem because you never really relied
I
on
don't-
alcohol. You
No.
never and you never really like risked anything yourself to have a drink, if you know what I mean.
It was more
It's
gambling.
British culture anyway. Everyone goes for a drink. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it is one of them where if I started messaging you every day, 10 a.m. Oh, I'm at glass having a drink. You're coming out later. I'd expect you to be like, right, you've got a drinking problem.
Yeah, that would be a slight issue.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? I got that really good job after uni. I could afford it.
Yeah. 100%.
That's the thing, I think-
we're all millionaires. We can afford it.
I think working in the pub I was working in, I loved it. You know, I'll never talk bad about it. I just love working there. I worked there for what, a year and a half, just over nearly 2 years.
That's what I say. It felt like 2 years.
And the Cobra because it was just sad to see all the people. Obviously, you expect regulars, but when every customer is a regular, it just made it a bit like upsetting. Just like, you know, just to witness, because you'd be like, I see the same people on the bandits all the time, just losing their money, and that like they'd go to the bank just to play. It's like there's a casino down the road. If you go waste your money, like,
Yeah.
and they're only 100 quid jackpots. If you're like, I had a rule, I wouldn't spend so much money on 100 quid jackpots. It would just be like the most I'd spend was 30 maybe.
To be fair, any time that you spent more and it was like a big loss, the money that you spent was money that you from £100 jackpot. And I'd be like, oh, I lost £100, but it was £100 profit I've lost, so I've not lost anything.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'd always be upset when I did it because it's like you got 100 quid there, you're up 100, save it.
Yeah, me always telling you to pull out, and you going, no, I'm gonna spend like 5 more quid.
Yeah, pull out, I don't want to get pregnant. No, I'll keep going. Trust me. Everyone pulls out before a big win.
Everyone stops gambling before a big win. No, but I think I was better off without it.
Yeah. It's I'd argue gambling is one of them. If you have spare money over a while, every now and then, as long as you can control when you stop and you don't, if you set yourself a budget, you don't go over your budget and it's not affecting you personally, then yeah, gamble. Obviously,
my head,
anyone
though.
listening to the podcast, please make sure you're 18 years or older when gambling, and please gamble responsibly. If you do have a problem, please seek help.
Yes.
Professional advice right there.
Of course, gotta be professional.
Right, fellas.
Hello.
Should we do one more topic before a story time?
Yes.
Ooh.
So we do have a new thing on this podcast. It is called Storytime. We just could tell stories about us, so you learn about us a bit more. Might not happen every week, but it will happen most of the time.
I'm not being
So,
honest, boys. I forgot the story that I had planned.
Right, so
well, you better think of one.
The
Right, we'll do one
I'll
more
think of one.
topic.
topic beforehand is games, fellas.
Games.
Ooh, yeah.
Any
new
good
game, new
games
game.
that you lot have played
Rivals,
recently?
man. Reece, you've started playing Rivals with me. we need the Rivals opinion. You played it a couple of weeks now. After me
Yeah.
begging you to play it.
So no, I do like Rivals. It is a good game. The thing is, it's not like a game I would go to. You know, I like to Overwatch, but I wouldn't play it daily.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me though. I've been playing a lot of 2K recently. Chilling with, because ever since I got new gen, it's been easier just to play.
Yeah.
It's more interactive and everything like that. So that's what I like about it.
There's
And
another game that's been kicking out for a while now. It's like, what was it? It's coming up to its 8th year of being out, and that is the one and only. Some may consider it the worst game of all time. Some consider it the best of all time. Fortnite.
You
I
can't
need your opinions
you
on
can't go
Fortnite.
wrong with a bit of Fortnite. I mean, I've been there practically since day one, and I've probably sunk
think
a
we
little
all have.
bit too much money into the game.
Like we were all there. We were all there season 1, weren't we? When it came
yeah,
out about
Yeah.
2017-ish. I don't know if you used it, but I was one of the Save the World players back then.
Oh no, I never bought it.
wish I had my old
That's what
account.
that's what got me into Fortnite, playing Save the World, and then Lewis asking me about Battle Royale, and then yeah, that's how I got into Fortnite.
And then ever since Festival came out, you haven't looked back.
Well, let's say I don't really play Battle Royale anymore. Like, if I was to show you like my history, there's a bit of chapter 2 in there. There's like one season. No, I don't think there's any chapter 3. There's like no chapter 4. 2 seasons from chapter 5 and like 1 season from chapter 6.
I think the only seasons that I missed were season 4, 5, and 6 in chapter
That's
1.
it. I played every single chapter 1 season. I played, and then when chapter 2 season 1 came out, I played a bit of
Right,
it at
yeah.
the start, didn't really enjoy it, left. But then when season 2, chapter 2 came out, I bashed it again because I really enjoyed that season. Same with season 3 of chapter 2, and then after that I left again. And haven't really played Battle Royale properly since. I didn't really come back till Festival came out.
Yeah.
Talking about Festival, they finally released Through the Fire and Flame.
It is
And it is
so
a
difficult.
Very difficult song.
Like fingers were not designed to move that quick.
Nah, Chester, you can't say anything. You're playing on a keyboard. I could
No,
do
it
it on a
is
keyboard.
unbelievably difficult.
I'm stuck here on a controller, and the best I can get is 94%. It's hard.
Mate, the best I've got's fucking 94%. It is like probably the hardest song I think they will release.
That's one.
Honestly, it is. But the pro chart, I was looking at the pro chart, and someone got that 100% flawless within first like 10 hours, and other pros are saying
Jesus.
it's hard, but it's not as hard as one's pro chart. And I
Thing
think
is though, it's
that
One looks
I think
piss
one
easy
is
compared
hard.
to that.
But I think one is easier, but the solo one is just so hard that it carries a difficult. Like, no one can really do the solo because of how fast it is, and one single misclick, one single missed time, it's done for you.
Yeah.
But I haven't checked it recently, but last time I checked, 3 people had flawless it, and it'd only been out for like a day or something.
Jesus.
And I think one was out for a couple of months, and there was only like one person that flawless it. I think at the moment there's 6 people that have flawless one, and last time I checked, 3 people that have flawless Through the Fire and Flame. But that's the pro chart. That's the pro chart.
Jeez.
The normal league chart. I realised I'm never gonna flawless it on controller when the best festival player in the game, Mr. MD Curtis 99, who is a controller player, he flawless. He's got like #1 in the world on every song on a controller. except for Through the Fire and Flame, he had to flawless and get number 1 on keyboard instead. He couldn't flawless it on controller.
I'm not gonna lie. Something that's been really unpopular with you and Reese has been
Oh.
my slight addiction to Rainbow Six Siege.
I don't hate Rainbow Six. I was
Neither.
gonna get into it many years ago, but I never did. I'm not sure why.
I used to play it. I used to play it all the time, but I was in like year 9 with Josh Savage.
I think year 9 was when I was gonna get into it. I don't know if I would get into it now because the community looks different.
It's so
Like,
the
what?
I've literally just been sat on the rank grind, but they're releasing like a huge update, Siege X, which is changing all like the lighting and the graphics on maps and sound cues and shit. So it's gonna be a completely reworked new game.
But like graphics and stuff don't bother me. I don't really care for graphics. But it was more like the community, like everything I saw about Siege, it
Like,
was never like about
toxic.
gameplay or anything. It was all no, not even that. It was like it wasn't about gameplay. It was just, oh, I'm trying to get this like black eyes, this obsidian, this like blah blah blah. That's all
Yeah.
I saw.
So you know how they
And I
released
was,
the R6 marketplace, so you can sell your weapon skins on there for the R6 credits. So for say Obsidian is selling for 6,000 R6 credits, which I think's like 30 quid. And then you've got Glacier, one of the rare, like probably the rarest skin. I'm pretty sure that was last selling for like 35,000 credits, which is upwards of £100, which is just wild.
But yeah, that's like, I don't know why it didn't intrigue me because I really enjoyed trading in Rocket League. Like I think I traded more than I played. But
I don't understand why they ever removed it.
So they can make it compatible with Fortnite, so when stuff gets released, it can be added to Fortnite and keep everything combined together.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could do that. They just make it, if you want something to be in Fortnite, you've got to buy it from the actual shop. Which already, when you buy something from the shop, you can't trade. So they didn't have to change anything.
If you
Anything
look
that's
at
not tradable.
if you look at the cars that you can buy in Fortnite, they are criminally overpriced. Like
100%.
Like 4,000 V-bucks.
Oh yeah,
for a
it's
car.
for money as well.
Yeah.
Just think, we all know you could have got any of them cars trading 100 credits. That's like less than £1.
Exactly.
But I feel like they've lost money though, because like yeah, you could get some stuff for stupidly cheap, but then a titanium white Dominus is going for nearly 100,000 credits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It balances out. You might have cheaper stuff, but you also have stupidly expensive stuff.
It's the same with everything.
So, I think a white hat, something that people got for free, selling for many thousands of credits. So they're making a profit off something they gave out for free. Which I'm really upset I never did, because I played the game back then. All I had to do was report someone for cheating and I would have got a white hat.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm really upset I didn't. It's one of my biggest regrets in life. Not being smart enough to look into Rocket League on YouTube and find out I can report someone to get a white hat.
But, isn't it?
Right. Here we go.
Now, before we start, what other games are like banging at the moment?
I mean,
Rivals recently.
I spoke to Reese before the recording, and I mentioned Repo. Don't know whether you would have seen it, Tyler.
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's I think at the moment it's only on PC, but I believe they're gonna bring it to like console and mobile too.
Have any of you heard about Monster Hunter?
I have
the
not.
New game that came out. You've not? Fairly new game, quite a difficult game, but it's good. I would recommend looking into it.
I'd
But
personally, I'd say it couldn't be as hard as Dark Souls.
but where we're standing now, you know how like we've got the big three games. What would you say the big three is at the moment? I feel like everyone puts Minecraft
Ooh.
there no matter what.
It's
But
it's
I'm not
Minecraft
sure
for
if
the
Minecraft's still
2 week
there.
binge. You literally
Yeah.
spend like the 2-3 weeks grinding out on a world and you don't touch it for like months.
True, but at the same time, when you're playing Minecraft for that 2 weeks binge, it's basically only Minecraft.
Yeah,
Like, and like it's one of them games where once you into that binge, it's you don't really get like whilst you're playing it, you don't get bored easily until you reach like the end game where it's kind of like right, I've done it.
yeah.
But I don't know if Minecraft's still in the big three. I'm not
It's
sure what.
difficult at the minute because there's a lot of new games coming out. Like
True.
the big releases I'm looking forward to is Borderlands 4's coming out.
True, yeah.
There's a new Mafia game coming too, which I'm really excited for.
Me too.
But there's an abundance of games at the moment, so it's really difficult to put it into a list perspective.
I think COD has fell off.
Yeah,
I know
it was.
COD will always have its loyal fan base and it'll always make money, but COD has fell off.
I think you could say the same for FIFA.
Yeah,
FIFA
I
fell
know.
off. FIFA fell off
Yeah.
years ago though. I know COD had its fall off, but when Modern Warfare 1 came out and the first introduction of Warzone, it had another big peak, and I was playing COD then. Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was playing COD then.
Which
But I've not played Modern Warfare 3.
which
I've played
FIFA was it that had the storyline?
FIFA 17 with Hunter.
Yeah,
FIFA 19.
yeah,
FIFA 17, and then it continued on FIFA 18.
yeah. As soon as they bin that off, I feel like that's when it started going to shit.
I feel like I don't know if people hate this opinion, but I feel like FIFA 17 was one of the best FIFAs.
Agree.
Especially because I would argue that's like one of the only FIFAs where it actually had a difference to the other games. Like not including like the old games where they finally introduced Ultimate Team and the packs and stuff. Once we reach like that basis of FIFA where every game's Ultimate Team and stuff like that, FIFA 17 had a story mode
Have
never seen before,
you
and it was mint.
on FIFA 25 now? Have you? I don't know if you would have seen, but they're updating the crowds to include real people,
Oh,
which I think I'm not too sure what to think, to be honest.
I guess it makes it a bit more realistic, but it doesn't
That's
really
just
make a difference.
that's what I think is the problem with newer games coming out. They want it to be like super realistic and in your face.
That's another reason I enjoy Rivals so much, because it's not really the style of Rivals is comic book. It's got graphics that look like it's been taken from a comic book and made 3D, which I really love. I've always loved comic book art, and a game that's not trying to be the most realistic game in the world. It's nice.
Yeah.
And as you may know, another podcast doesn't know, but at uni I'm doing game art and stuff. So I'm doing like
Yeah.
models. I've got to know about realism and stuff, and I love doing stylized, unrealistic models and stuff. And that's just my personal preference. I
Yeah.
think it looks nicer,
100%.
especially because when you're trying to be too realistic, any little flaw on something that's trying to be too realistic, it's very easy to catch out. But if you do something that's not realistic, you can make mistakes, you can have flaws, and no one's gonna pick up on them because it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Like it's like most realistic games now. I would argue the biggest flaw is the humans. You can tell when you look at it, the humans aren't humans. The
Yeah.
hair looks really good, the clothing looks amazing, but the human itself, it's like, oh no, that's a game.
Yeah.
Like with the release of the new Unreal Engine 5 updates, you can make environments that look almost one to real life. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
The second you put any form of living creature in that scene, you can easily tell it's a game.
Of course.
And like that's the problem with it. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 had like I think it was 2,000 people working on the horses alone.
Red Dead
And the
2
horses.
is really, really good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, Red Dead 2 is a banging game.
My favorite game.
Right, there you go. There you go. If you were to put it into a list, I'd say Red Dead number 2. Because
Fortnite has to be first, though.
You think?
Because it's been there a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but the same could be said for Minecraft. Minecraft's been here for years.
I know.
I was playing Minecraft.
All right, if
on
you're talking
the Xbox
about a long
360.
time, Roblox, Minecraft, Geometry Dash. If you're talking a long time,
I don't know if Geometry Dash is there anymore.
No, I wouldn't
No,
say Geometry Dash.
When it went
If you're
so
talking a
long
long
without an
time-
update, it lost a lot of players. We're on about games that have still kept players over a long time.
Roblox number 1. Then that is tens of millions people every day.
I don't think it does anymore. I'm not sure.
It does. It does. It is crazy.
But can Roblox be counted as a game itself? I would argue Roblox is more of a hub for people to make games in Roblox.
Now we're getting
It's kind
philosophical.
of like what it's kind of like what Fortnite's becoming now.
Yeah, no,
think
I know what you mean.
People go into Fortnite, and Fortnite's essentially becoming a hub for other people to make games in Fortnite for you to play.
It's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Before we do story time,
Oh, go on.
can I talk about one topic?
Absolutely.
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, a lot.
I'll sit this one out. I have no idea about WWE.
Oh, honestly,
So-
you should watch it. At the moment, it's European times, so it's 7 p.m. Man, you should watch it. It's free on Netflix. You get all the-
I'll watch it with you when you
Yeah,
come
please.
back into Wazza.
I think you should watch Mania with us. We might not all be together, but we should watch Mania together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sound.
Let's just talk about last night, SmackDown. Actually, no, screw that. John Cena
Oh,
broke up with us.
he called me toxic.
Broke.
I am
He
not
called me toxic
toxic.
and broke up with me. Fucking hell. One of my exes.
Insane.
Calls me toxic and fucks me off.
I think he's cheating on us with The Rock.
Me too.
I
Me
think
too.
he's cheating on us with The Rock.
So he's a dirty cheater.
And the fact he called out that kid, the kid shouted, "I love
That
you."
kid.
That
I
kid
love you.
over there.
I think we just got some like dead face. Oh, that poor kid.
Honestly, it's a really good storyline. I'm enjoying it.
It is.
Never
And let's
thought
talk
John
about
Cena would turn
SmackDown.
heel.
The ending of
SmackDown,
SmackDown.
I mean, where do we start? The ended, the start, Randy Orton and KO at Mania. We knew it was gonna happen, but
I said the second he came back, didn't I?
yeah, as you know, Randy is my favorite wrestler, and I'm hoping they do well with the storyline about the voices being back. And I've said to you before, I want him to punk kick someone again. I want to see it happen again, and I feel like Mania, it's going to happen. It has to happen,
will.
right? They're making it part of the story. It has to happen.
Let's talk about the ending. Tribal
The
Chief.
ending- Oh, the tribal chief's
But-
back.
Paul Heyman.
To be fair,
Was
Paul
he playing
Heyman
it?
was like, I don't
Because
know,
CM Punk said, I asked for my favor. Thank you, Paul Heyman, for bringing Roman into my hands.
I
Started
don't know if
beating him
that-
up.
I don't know if that's the favor. I feel like the favor's still something. I think that's Punk trying to make Paul look bad. I'm not
don't
sure
know.
though. It'd be nice to see where it goes, but surely the wise man can't break up the tribal chief.
And there we have. So,
Bless you.
we have thank you. We have Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns in a triple threat.
That's gonna be a good match, a great match.
So that alone could be main event. And then you have Cody
gonna win,
and
though?
Cena.
Who do you think's gonna win that triple threat though? Because I don't know.
CM Punk.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will, but I think also it'll be like Roman and Seth doing everything
Oh my
because
god, I've
obviously
got a
their rivalry.
Mania. It's the triple threat, and that's when Punk asks for his favor, and the favor's something as simple as pass me that chair, and Punk wins.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman goes back with CM Punk. Roman Reigns lost his wise man.
It could be good.
It's gonna be good. And Cody
Good.
Rhodes
Can't stop yawning.
is gonna lose. Stop yawning, man.
I'm sorry.
Unprofessional.
I know. I'm sorry.
Got a tired Reese.
Chester can cut him out. Chester can cut him out.
Chester,
Give him more
keep
editing
in,
to
keep
do.
him in. Nah,
No.
Chester, keep him in. Nah, this video's going straight raw. They're gonna hear every little thing that Reese has done.
Oh God.
Nah,
Oh,
Right. Are we saying that
Cody's
it's
gonna lose.
saying it's time for a Reese story time? Have you got
Ooh,
something
Reese-
interesting?
Reese story time.
I've got a good story time, but I'm not going first. Mine can't go
Nah,
first.
you've got to go first.
I have no
Mine has to
story
be
time.
last.
I have no story
Right,
time.
no,
I've been in
I
work.
told you, but
I've had no time
I
for
don't
story
care.
time.
We've give you enough to think about stuff that's happened in your life. Anything that's happened in your life that's considered a story, do it.
Nah, Reese, I feel like yours
You-
has got to go first because you set the idea. I feel like you should set the tone of story time.
Okay, let's set the tone. It's very embarrassing.
Who doesn't love an embarrassing story, eh, Chester?
Oh, go on.
Right. So,
Go on, grab
This is
your
a
popcorn,
story
sit back,
of how-
and enjoy Reese just absolutely out himself.
this is a story time of how my mom caught me having sex with my ex.
Do we need the Subway Surfers on as well?
So-
Do we need to get some voice over?
So basically,
Oh, we might get
yeah,
copyrighted, maybe
yeah.
not.
So basically, what happened is, I was in college at the time. We both were, and she came round mine, and the family was there, but they all leave. We were in the living room, by the way. And I forgot my little sister was in the room. She was a baby at the time. So we start doing it, and then like all I hear is just my full name being shouted by my mum. Alright, and
Oh,
I
no.
froze. I like froze. I like broke down instantly. I was like, I'm sorry. I like full on went into tears. I was breaking down. Like, I had a full on like mental breakdown. I don't know why. I was like, wow, I can't believe any of that. I started crying. So I get out of the room for like a solid minute, just like calm myself down and everything. So then I walk back into the living room, tell my mum, sorry, what happened again, everything like that. But as I'm walking into the room, my mum and ex are talking about like the holiday she's going on, like just like acting like nothing happened. I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird, right? I was like, I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like, get out of my house, how dare you do that to my son, But they were just talking, like having a normal conversation, and I panic. I still think about this day, and I like just panic
No,
arises
like,
in it. It was like so embarrassing.
Like, the best thing that I could
know what,
think
you know
of with regards to a story time for me would be mistaking some randomer for my mate. Like, it was in public. I was with one of my mates. I was like, oh shit, there's such and such. I can't remember who I thought it was, but like literally ran up behind them, put my arm around them, was looking at the phone. I looked at the face and I'm going, shit, you're not who I thought you were. Fucking, it's the most awkward and
story I have.
horrific situation you could be in.
I've got one better. Right, it's with It's about one of our
Wait,
mates.
wait. Reese.
Go on.
Before you start your story
Yeah.
time, I'm not doing a story time. I will after yours. I have got one cooking. But I feel like there's
Okay.
a very specific story time you should tell everyone next week, though. And all I'm going to say is it involves
Next week.
Manchester. Yeah, it involves
No,
Manchester.
no.
Yes,
Promo's here.
absolutely.
The promo's here. The
No,
promo's here.
no,
The promo's here.
no,
You've got to.
Yeah, it needs to be done.
No. My
Ladies and
family watch
gentlemen,
this podcast.
No,
ladies
Reese,
and gentlemen, if
Reese.
you
No,
want to see this
no,
podcast,
no.
if you want to hear stories, Reese's
Reese,
story time next
you
week.
need
get
to
us
tell
to
this
1
story
like.
because it also has the meaning to our tattoos.
It does,
Exactly.
but no.
What's the backstory to your tattoos? Find out next week. What was the original story you were gonna say?
Oh, right. So, basically, going off Chester's involves a friend of ours. I was walking with my mum from town back to my nan's, and we see this guy, and he looks like one of our mates called Donny.
Ooh.
And Chester's brother Jack. I just saw long hair.
Yeah.
So like I had a few drinks at that point, so obviously I went the soberest person, and I'm looking around, and I see this guy walk up, and he looks exactly like Donny, and I go, "Ugh, that's Donny. He's a weirdo." Pointing at him, thinking he's like, "Oh, Reese, hi." All right, and he goes, "I'm not fucking Donny." All right, I was like, "Shut up! I'll twat you." All right, who the fuck do you think you are, talking to me like that? And then the next day, I think it was a few days later, I found out that it was Donny's brother. So hypothetically, I wasn't wrong. I just got the wrong brother's name, but he was like proper like sounding chavvy and everything like that, and I was like, "Shut up!"
You know,
I
Reese,
was like,
going off your story of mistaking people, I've got one. So it was we'd just been in the pub together, and we're going to PJ's, and I had to run back and get some cargos on, right?
Yeah.
And in that
That is
same
true.
day, I don't know if you remember, but we'd saw Aiden in town.
Yeah.
So I've gone home. I'm walking back, through Vicky and that, and I look down the street and I see what I think's Aiden again with his girlfriend again.
God.
So I start shouting down the street at him. Oh, you fucking prick. You know what? That's my boyfriend, you cunt. I'm flipping him off and everything. Shouting all sorts of abuse. I'm getting a proper dirty look. I'm just thinking, oh, he doesn't recognise me. I'm proper abusing him. And then they take a turn down an alley. Probably because I'm absolutely blitzing him. He takes a turn down the alley. I'm still shouting. And I go, oh, I'll see you tomorrow or something. Ending it in a friendly note. We go out, I get home, and I'm messaging Aiden. And I go, how come you didn't say hi to me yesterday when I was walking back towards the pub? And he said, I slept at my mate's. When you saw me, I went to my girlfriend's in town and I was in the house. So I was just calling some random Don and his random girlfriend. The worst names imaginable. Flipping them off. Saying that's my boyfriend. Calling her a slag. Flipping off. Shouting abuse. And then just, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Honestly.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh my days. That's
I
beautiful.
hope I see him again so I can say sorry. And
Oh,
then
that's beautiful.
you know what? Another story on misreading people, should we say? It's a very recent story. I know I've told Reese. I should have told you as well, Chester. And it was Halloween day. Halloween was an interesting day. The whole house dresses up, and when we're going to the club, uni's got a nice big club, and it's open till like 4 in the morning. So we go to the club. I'm dressed as a cowboy. Who doesn't love dressing as a cowboy? I'm having drinks. I think at some point I've got like 2 pictures with me, just down in them. It's very nice. And then I see this girl in a bunny suit, all alone. And fucking Max is with his missus. The Kai's fucked off home. Holly's obviously missed her, and then Lily's lesbian. So I thought, you know what? Tonight's the night. I walk up, start talking to him, very friendly. A little bit flirty, but very friendly. talking and stuff. They're talking back, and they say, "Oh, I'm just nipping to the toilet." They stand up, and I kid you not, I see the biggest bulge I have ever seen in my life. The biggest bulge ever. I was scared. I thought I'll speak, like, personally, I'm not a big fan of penises. And this
You are.
penis was right in my face. So I just had to, like, I went outside, I chain smoked a full pack of fags. I got, like, another 4 pictures. And then I kind of realised there was, like, 8 or 9 girls in bunny suits that all had, like, no tits and a massive bulge. And it took me a couple weeks later to find out a group of lads had agreed to go to the Halloween thing dressed as stereotypical women. They did, like, fake tits, full on bunny suits, fake hair, and then just this massive bulge from the cocks.
Oh no.
Honestly,
Oh,
proper PTSD. I'm really hoping that this person I speak to thought I was just trying to make a friend. I hope they're not attracted to males. I hope I'd never see them again. They come up to me like, "Oh, we're speaking on Halloween. I never got your number." Because I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do if that happens. I might have to drop out.
Alright.
I might have to join the army.
Just get
Because
away.
you said
Honestly.
your story. Do I tell the Manchester story now?
No, you save it for next
No,
week.
you save that for next
that's-
Save it
week's
for next
episode.
week.
That's a long
Absolutely.
story. That's a long story.
That is a long story. Alright. It's next week.
Boys,
Sweet.
boys. Another thing. I almost spoiled it in the group chat, and it's kind of upsetting. We're going from something really fun to something not so fun. About 10 o'clock this morning, a very well-known boxer known as George Foreman
Yeah, I
has
saw.
been confirmed as being passed away today. So
Really?
Yeah, really.
yeah, George Foreman is he passed away today.
Oh.
Honestly, when I messaged the group chat in full cap saying like, lads, oh my fucking god, it was about that.
Holy shit.
Honestly, like, I don't know how to feel about it. You know, he had possibly one of the biggest fights ever with Muhammad Ali, and he was only like 78 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, honestly, respect to his family and stuff. You know, hopefully people respect the privacy and that. Rest in peace. Like, I honestly can't believe he's gone. I
Okay,
saw
now.
this morning news report. Like, I've not long woken up at about like 9-10ish in the morning. It came out like an hour ago saying he'd passed away, confirmed by his family.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, honestly. Anyway, now we've got this sad topic out the way. Let's all laugh at America. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, oh my days. Oh, please tell me you have seen the deportation video.
Oh, it's
Holy shit.
closing time. It's time to leave.
It's
No.
closing time.
Oh, and then
I-
Charlie Kirk reposted it saying "Get home safe" and stuff, in safe travels.
It's
Oh,
just
insane. Oh,
honestly.
Wild.
I've seen another thing, and Trump was saying if King Charles ever gave him an invite to join the British Commonwealth, he would say yeah. Which I was saying to my friend early today is crazy. You know, he's took away women's rights, took away gay rights, he took away foreign rights, and if he says yes to this, he's taken away the independence, which is insane. He's been in office for like a month, and he's basically reversing everything.
It is just going to shit.
But at the same time, America have been under British rule again. I think they're doing well. They're doing well.
Just want to say for the podcast, we have no political stands on anything.
No, yeah,
So
we're British.
we are
That's all we have to say.
we are-
We're British.
we are joking
I don't know if you
when
can
we
tell from
talk
the
about this
podcast, but you
stuff.
should know we're British.
Exactly.
You should be
But-
able to tell.
But some people like take that stuff very seriously, so I just wanted to
Yeah,
say, you know,
we don't really have any political views, but laughing at America is always fun, especially as a Brit.
it is.
And you know what? Because of America, I'm starting to not dislike France as much because because they
Same here.
decided to put out a thing, America saying, oh, if it wasn't for America, France would be speaking German. It's just like, yeah, but without France, America would be British, and without the British, America would be French. So you know what? I'm starting to, I'm somewhat getting alliance with French people, which I never thought I'd say in my life. I
Wow.
don't know if my hate for the French is gone, but I'm starting to respect them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like when boxers have a fight, they still hate each other, but they respect each other.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
I think
But,
that's a good
boys, what do
time
you,
to close the podcast.
I've got a question for you. What do you reckon
Go
is
on,
going to
go on.
happen? What do you reckon is going to happen first? Number one, Trump gets kicked out. He gets impeached. His role as president removed, kicked out. Number two, World War III, and we all just die. Or number three, GTA 6 gets released.
GTA 6. Cool. I've been waiting too long
GTA
for it.
6. Really, you think
Really?
GTA 6 is going to happen before all of that?
Well, I reckon the impeachment first, then GTA 6, and then World War 3.
And then World War 3.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I think at this point we have a higher chance of the UK somehow colonizing the rest of the galaxy before GTA 6 comes out. Honestly, I think it could happen.
Most likely.
It is strange. It is I don't know. The world's a strange place.
It
But
is indeed.
It is.
At least Europeans can come together and laugh at America. That's what makes the world a better place.
That is true. That is true.
Uh,
So,
Us English used to come together and laugh at the French, but now we laugh together at Americans. It's kind of like one
very
of them
true.
older brother things. It's like you bully your little sister, but the second someone else bullies your little sister, you're with your little sister and sorting it out. That's how I feel. Like France is like our little sister, and America's just a random don. They have no reason saying anything bad about the French. That only we're allowed to do that.
Very true.
Oh,
But is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
is there anything else?
I have nothing more
I,
to speak about.
I think there was one more thing, but I'm not sure. There might be one more thing, but it might be.
Quickly think. Quickly think.
That's we've already addressed all the football and stuff. You know what we've not talked about though? We've not had
Go
a
on.
single talk about rugby.
If not, go on, Chester, take it away.
Alright, not that long ago,
Whoa.
Warrington beat Saints. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that game.
Last
It
night,
was fun to. Yeah.
14-12 against St Helens.
It was nice. It was
Mark
nice.
Sneed, we signed him from Salford. I think that was a beautiful signing. He's going to do very, very well. He's a fantastic kicker.
Of course. Chester, what was your opinion? The round one games. Obviously, we had who was it? It was like Leopards and Hull won it, a 1-0 game, which was insane.
Oh no, it was Wigan versus Lee. Lee won 1-0. That's a football score. First time I think in history that we've seen that with rugby league.
It was a good game though. It was
very
a
neck
fun
and
game
neck.
to watch. But watching a game go 1-0 it was interesting.
Oh, very interesting.
And then obviously
Indeed.
we had a 82-0. I can't remember who it was that lost. I won't
Salford.
be surprised. Yeah, I won't be surprised if it's Salford.
Salford
Wake.
are in a really, really bad spot at the minute, with the players still not getting paid their wages. Everything's going downhill. Players are moving. Other clubs are snatching the Salford players up like it's fucking a buffet or something.
Yeah. But talking about that, is Wakey back? Do you reckon Wakey are back?
Wakefield, we got twatted by him at home the other week.
It's interesting.
They
I
lost.
think they're gonna have a fall off though.
They lost yesterday against Hull FC, 16-12. Which that's a good game. That's a good game in my eyes.
It was. I feel like Wakey might be a team to watch. To be honest, I feel like they might be a one to watch.
Hull KR are currently looking rather threatening because they are top. They've played 4 and they've won 4.
Yeah, Hull KR, you never know. It's crazy to
think. So currently
like,
4th,
2 years ago.
4th, 5th, and 6th. It goes Saints, Wigan, Warrington.
Yeah.
As long as we can maintain the top 6, we'll be fine.
But at the same time, Hull KR have only played 4, Leopards have only played 4, and fucking Wigan have only played 4.
Yeah.
Warrington, Hull, Saints have all played 5.
I'm pretty sure people play tonight. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Wigan and Leeds kick off at 5:30. So an hour's time.
Ooh. I reckon that's gonna be a good game.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a very back and forth game.
I think it'll be very, very close.
Instead of it being like neck and neck and getting another 1-0, I feel like it's gonna be something stupid like 60-58, something like that. Is how I see it going. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's gonna be a very like back and forwards game.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it going anyway.
It's as well with the rugby, it's super unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
who was it? Yeah, the Challenge Cup. It was Wigan versus Hull FC. Hull FC have knocked Wigan out of the Challenge Cup.
Honestly,
Wow.
And so we drew our Challenge Cup quarter final. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. We have St Helens at home on the 6th of April.
Ooh.
So that's going to be a very difficult match.
I've got to be honest. I know it was like a while ago now, what we'll talk about last year. But, I came back to Warrington. I came into the pub. Semi-finals, Hull KR versus Wolves.
Oh, for Old Trafford. We were absolutely robbed.
Yeah, I came back and I got into town, into the pub at the start of the second half.
Yeah, so that one of the KR players, the ball didn't actually touch the floor. The ball was still up in the air. Yet, I don't believe he went to the video referee, so he just gave it as a straight try. And the KR player in the interview at the end, he knew that ball wasn't grounded.
100%. VAR ref, get it checked.
Exactly.
Oh, but I reckon this season will be good. I'm hoping we do well.
I know we've played 5 games. That means we've got 22 more left of the season.
But it's only the start. It's only 4 or 5 games gone. We'll just have to check We'll check back, see where we are in about 5 weeks' time.
5 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Hopefully nowhere near the bottom.
Hopefully. I'm hoping top 4.
Yeah.
Ideally top 2.
Last season we were constantly swapping between first and I think it was fourth.
Yeah.
So it was a good season last season.
Are you still going to like all the games and stuff?
Oh,
Season
yeah.
ticket?
Yeah.
Good,
course.
good. And I still need to go to a game with you. I don't think I've been to a game with you.
You do. When are you back in April?
I'm not sure.
Would if it's if you come back before the 6th, you should come to the Challenge Cup game.
No, it's like towards the end of April. It's
Shocking.
2 weeks towards the end, because it's like Easter break kind of time.
Yeah.
But I know for like the first time ever in my life, I've got my birthday off, so it'll be good. It'll be good. How much are tickets nowadays? It's still like a tenner a ticket, £14 a ticket.
So a tenner for a junior, I think. If you're an adult, however, I think it's like 22.
There's a big discount for kids.
I know.
I'm only 14. I'm only 14.
Jesus.
But no, £22 not that bad. Especially since football games are charging like.
However,
like 60, 70.
You want to go to a pub before you go into the stadium, because.
No, I'm spending 20 quid. I'm spending 20 quid on a hot dog and a pint.
£7 a pint, £5 for a hot dog, £5 for a pie, £3.75 for like the regular sized bottles of Pepsi.
Yeah.
That is outrageous.
Are the pints nice though?
No, they're not that good. I think the best one they've got there is Moretti.
Ooh. Maybe, but at the same time, you want a pint whilst you're watching the match.
Yeah, it's overly expensive.
Yeah. Well, anything else to talk about, or?
That's me done.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the TnR Podcast. We've just been yapping.
Make sure you come back next week. We've got a really interesting story from Reese. I promise you don't want to miss out.
Stay tuned.
First thing we talk about is.
Can't make that the first thing.
I feel like we have to.
Yeah, God, then we'll make it the first thing.
And then
actually, no,
the inside finale.
No. We make them wait. They have to
build,
watch the whole episode.
Suspense.
We're already making them wait. They could have had it today, making them wait a week. I feel like that should be.
They could have. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on the TnR Podcast, where we've just yapped, fucked around, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for next week, and we'll see you later.